The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17. It is rated TV MALV and contains strong language and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
If it isn't fresh, I'm out of business. Isn't that sweet, you little moneymaker, you?
Use new sweet fish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away. Use new sweet fish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away. Sweet fish.
What it do, my peoples? Greetings and salutations. It is your boy, the infamous motherfucking Dr. Shockaloo, with my boy, my partner, Mr. PNC, Big G, aka Supreme Rex, with the almighty Rex. What's up, big dog?
Chilling, my brother.
How we living, baby?
Just another day being a black man in the white man's world.
Tell him again, damn it.
Just another day being a black man in the white man's world.
All right.
Just trying to make the paper, man.
Y'all heard them, people?
Trying to slither my way through life and gain advantages.
Throw that like, comment, subscribe, and share, people. Let's go ahead and get that out.
That's it, man.
All right. So what's up, my people, man? I hope everybody are starting their weekend enjoying it, because I had to work today, so I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Got out of work. I see my boy Supreme Rex is showing Pac on his shirt, so let's give a big shout out to Pac. Shots fired for Tupac.
My nigga.
All right. And today we are going to talk about, I guess, crabs in a bucket. Do you want to call it like that, or how would you like to call this, or not this subject, but this
Let's call
topic?
this, can black people even trust each other?
Shots fired.
You know what I mean?
Can we, Mike?
There's a saying, like, if people don't love you, you know what I'm saying, then you gotta at least love each other. But do black people even love each other? I mean, a lot of pro-black speeching going on, and black this, black that, we gotta stand together.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly.
You know what's inspired this conversation that we about to have right now, people? You know, it's I mean, story's been going on for quite some time. It's probably about 3 weeks in now. But it's what happened to Usain Bolt, man. I don't know how many of y'all.
I didn't even know that shit happened to him. Can you want to enlighten people, let them know what actually went down?
Yeah, so I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Usain Bolt, you know what I'm saying? But he's
He's an Olympic track star.
He's a Jamaican Olympic track star.
Yeah, I'm on.
Multiple records. You know what I'm
Multiple Bumbleclot records, you dirty jankrels.
Yes!
He was a runner. You're a runner, you're a track star. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know that song, but I remember that shit was like a big meme and shit.
Yeah.
Who even made that song? You're a runner, you're a track star. Da, 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 get far.
Was that the damn cartoon we were watching growing up? Shit.
I don't even fucking know, but anyways.
But yeah, man. It's just sad, man. Usain Bolt, you know, he done set all type of records. You know, I had something up to read about his accomplishments. I don't know
What, you lost the link?
It should just disappeared out of nowhere. That's how things work.
Sorry, my peoples, but you know how we do.
Anyway, Usain Bolt, you know, he was a track star. He done set all type of records. You know what I'm saying? He's in the World Book, the Guinness World Book of Records.
Guinness World Book.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. You see, that's the black in me. You see what I mean? It's madness. Let me stop. But nevertheless, he set so many records. Right, the man made most of his money off endorsements. He was basically worth up to $90 million.
Yeah, I didn't know he was getting endorsed from Puma because you was reading the shit earlier and you were
that's
talking
the page
about
I'm
it.
looking for. Yeah, man.
And I was like, oh, I thought Nike was his big, his big money maker.
Yeah,
But obviously it was Puma.
Yeah. Well, Puma was the largest, right? It was paying him $8 to $9 million a year.
Ooh.
For like mad years.
Money, money, money.
He had endorsements for other people, but nonetheless, Usain Bolt has always been a proud Jamaican, right? He always represents Jamaica to the fullest, right? And, you know, sometimes island people, okay? Haitian, okay? Cuban, Puerto Rican, the black ones there don't want to associate themselves as being black. They want to call themselves whatever the name of that land is that they're from.
That's true.
Right? No, mommy, a Jamaican man. Right? I'm not black. Haitian say that too.
I'm not black, I'm Haitian.
I can remember one of my friends in high school. His father was mad. It's a Haitian dude talking about why you hanging with black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. As if there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? But we all black. And what's crazy is that we have the same behavior.
Yes.
In the countries that we living in, the different countries we living in, whether you want to call yourself black, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican, Brazilian, like I said, Jamaican, Trinidadian, whatever, you're still black. And we still doing the same damn behavior to each other in them other countries as we do right here in black America. And Usain Bolt, he did trying to, basically be like a patriot, he shows a lot of patriotism for his own country, right? And he tried to put his own country to work for his money. He invested his money. It was like $12,700,000. Okay, and into a Jamaican bank that's supposed to,
hold him down.
Hold him down. Like it was an investment for his retirement. He says, you know what I'm saying, and
what happened, dog?
He got robbed. One day he checked the account. That $12 million went down to $12,000. And what's crazy is like, like who you gonna blame now? You gonna say the white man stole your money?
He confused. He didn't know who got the money.
Jamaicans are black. Jamaicans are black people. Haitians are black people.
They got white Jamaicans though, don't they?
There's white citizens in Jamaica, but there ain't no white Jamaicans.
Okay, I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have white people in Puerto Rico, but they're not white Puerto Ricans.
Facts.
Right? They may call themselves Puerto Rican, but motherfucker, you're European. Right?
Yeah.
Now, technically, everybody is calling themselves the name of the land that they live on, right? That's not really what you are. It was some man that conquered that land and then is named after him, and now you calling yourself that. Like Amerigo Vespucci discovered the so-called America. He didn't really discover America because people were here already. But nevertheless, it's called America after him, right? And now people call themselves Americans. You get what I'm saying? Puerto Rico, it wasn't necessarily named after a man. It was called It was named Puerto Riches after being taken over when the land was before that was called Puerto Rico, I think it was called.
It's like these blocks that my hood brothers be representing all the time. Oh, I'm from over here. I'm from over here. Don't you know those used to be slave masters' names?
Yeah, a lot of y'all just don't really have that understanding because that's why they say black people don't read, right? Nevertheless, the point is, the point I'm making is that regardless if you're Jamaican, Puerto Rican, whatever, all these countries that I listed, I know you calling yourselves the name of that country, whatever. You think that you're different from everybody else. We're all black. We are all fucking black. There's black on black violence when you go to Brazil. They killing each other. There's black on black violence when you go to Dominican Republic. They killing each other. Puerto Rico, they killing each other. Cuba, they killing each other. Jamaica, they doing it. Haiti, they doing it. They're all over the Virgin Islands, they doing it. When you black, motherfucker. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Okay? And it seems like no matter where we are and what country we're from, black people are still doing the same damn things to each other. Usain Bolt invested $12 million of his hard-earned working money. This man bust his behind and broke all type of records that people ain't gonna touch probably ever. He earned that money. That's the point I'm making. He earned that money. And he tried to invest his money amongst his own people to make his own country become something, right? Now, he ain't really doing it for the country, but I'm just saying, he didn't necessarily do it for the country, but I'm saying he was going to give his country a chance to say, you know, to make a come up and
yes,
make their bank worth something. And instead of doing that, they freaking stole this man's money, man. This man's money went from $12,700,000 to $12,000. That's trifling as hell, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, brother.
Yo, did you?
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it.
The nigga had $12 million, and you said it went down to 12,000.
12,000, brother. Oh, you know how that's hurt? That hurts, bro. That hurts like hell.
What?
That hurts like hell. Okay.
Do it, nigga.
Let me read a little bit of the story here. This is ridiculous.
Fuck no, bro. That's crazy. I didn't know it was that much. I mean, I knew that hit his ass, but
Jamaican Olympic sprinter Usain Bolt was shocked to discover $12 million missing from an account he had with Kingston-based investment. Kingston is like the capital in Jamaica, right? One of the main cities in Jamaica.
And nobody knows what the
Most
fuck
of the time, you go to Jamaica, you either go to Montego Bay or Kingston. That's where the major airports are at, right?
Yeah, I'm on.
He had an account with Kingston-based investment for firm stocks and securities, according to his lawyer. Bolt was recently told that there was only $12,000 remaining in the account. His lawyer, Lindsey P. Gordon, said on a phone interview, the account was part of Bolt's retirement and life savings. He says, it is distressful news for anyone, Gordon says on Wednesday, and certainly in the case of Mr. Bolt, who established his account as part of his private pension. Right? So, you know, this was supposed to be something he was going to lay back on, retire, right? They say a lot of black people, you know, just spend their money and don't think about retirement and stuff like that. My man was doing the right thing with his money, investing it for the future. Like, hey, I know I done made, because his net worth, let me let y'all know right now, he's not broke. He said it already. There's a clip I was watching. He said he ain't broke.
Still, nigga, 12
but
million.
He said it put a damper on him. It put a damper on him. $12
$12
million.
went down the motherfucking hole. That's a big fucking damper.
Yeah. $12 million. And so they're doing investigations right now trying to figure out who got the money, what exactly happened here.
Nigga, you ain't gonna see none of that. Them motherfucker got your money.
No, because
It's corrupted mind.
I'm born and raised here in America, but my parents are from Jamaica.
They're going to take your money.
I'm a Jamaican by blood, right? But nevertheless, I know about the scams and shit that they do over there. And I don't want to down talk Jamaica at all. That's why I'm trying to avoid that. But nonetheless, I'm bringing up how this can happen in any country. It's like when black people trust in black people, and shit like this happen. We steal from each other. Damn. That's the point I'm making out of the whole thing. Not to specify Jamaica or whatever. It doesn't matter where our black people are at. We are scamming the heck. We scamming each other even when you know that person's doing something to make the country proud or to make black people proud. Like the Deion Sanders thing, you know.
Like, yeah, what do you think about Deion? You think Deion was wrong? I think he was right.
Well, here's my thing about that. It's like a right and a wrong to it. It's like he was making the sacrifices already at the HBCU, right? And obviously the objection, the point of the game for him was to eventually get to a higher level. You know what I'm saying? Now he brought that school up. He made things happen. Black people are proud everywhere, but black people who don't invest at all into any type of black projects are the ones criticizing him now when he finally has an opportunity to do something bigger. That's why I'm like he's right and wrong. Like, it would have been good for him to stick to it, a HBCU, because it helps the black colleges come up, right?
Okay.
Instilling more confidence in black people to, you know, we got something, some sort of organization for our kids to look forward to, right?
Right.
That's good. But let me tell you some of the things that Deion Sanders was facing. While he was building the school and doing these great things, he was spending his own money on uniforms and trips for the kids and things like that. And the money that was being made off of the success that he was establishing for that HSBCU, there was corruption happening. That money was not being put to use for the things that was needed for the school. On top of that, motherfuckers robbed him, not like gunpoint robbery, but they went in his office, stole his wallet and stuff.
Oh, word?
They broke into his car, his son's car. Like, things like these things happened throughout his time, throughout his 3-year or 2 or 3 year process time he was there at what's the name of the school again? Jackson, right?
Oh,
Jackson State. These things was happening to him. Who else was who was doing this to him? Black people.
Where's Jackson State? Where's that, like Mississippi or something?
Yeah, it's in the South. It's in the South. I don't really know what state it is. I'm embarrassed and I don't even know that answer.
No, because Jackson, it got to be like Jackson State, right?
I think it's Jackson.
So it's got to be Mississippi.
Yeah, I think it's Jackson, Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. But nevertheless,
sorry, people, we got it wrong, but I do believe it's Mississippi.
The point I'm making out of that is that at a black institution doing something great for black kids, black people were still robbing him in the process of him, you know, doing good for the community. He was getting
fucking dip.
People robbed, stole this man's wallet, you know what I'm saying, stole money from him, broken him and his son's cars, you know, and then the money that was supposed to be, could have been used to help the students, like Deion was using money out of his own pocket to help the students, like for uniforms and traveling and hotel stays and shit like that.
Oh, see, I didn't know the nigga was
He was doing all this for his own people, and in return, the money that was being made for the things that he was doing was not being used properly. The school, there's videos going around where he was driving around on a go-kart showing like things that weren't being done for the school, how they needed new things being done on the
That's
on
what
the
Ed
property.
Reed did. That's what Ed Reed was doing.
Eric Reed, okay, you know I confused that. Eric Reed was definitely doing that, but Deion did something like that as well.
I'm not sure, but I was waiting for you to finish with the Deion, and then I was going to
chime
in.
If I'm not
I was going to
mistaken,
chime in with the Ed Reed situation too.
If I'm not mistaken, Deion did something similar. If I'm not mistaken, Deion did something similar.
He might have. I'm not sure. But
And he recognized, because he talked about this on the Shannon Sharp podcast, right?
Skip.
He was mentioning that, you know, there was money that wasn't being spent that should have been spent on the property of the school. Like, the things that could help the students, right? To uplift the school, not make it such a piece of crap. So, I mean, listen, just imagine you doing this thing, you using your fame, your
Your network, everything.
Your network,
you got.
anything that can make this
Your
place
resources.
great.
That's what I'm saying. That's the word I was looking for. Your resources.
Your resources. I couldn't find the words, but thank you. And then in return, like you finding out the money is not being spent the way it's supposed to be spent. There's corruption going on.
They
Point
stealing
blank.
from you. Yeah, it's fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
And
Him
now-
and Ed Reed got that same shit going on.
Well, Ed Reed, it was different because he didn't actually get a chance to do his job yet. That was crazy. He didn't get a chance to coach yet.
But he went there and looked and told everybody already, look how fucked up this shit is.
He went, yeah, you're right. You're right. But let's talk about Dion because Dion actually made progress and made things happen at the school. And in return, what was being done? It's like black people didn't care that he was making sacrifices and making things happen for the school. Rather, instead of appreciating that, you still had niggas that still wanted to rob and steal from him. No type of security set up to make sure this didn't happen again. So, of course, when Dion had an opportunity to leave and go somewhere else, he took that opportunity.
Took that opportunity and said, I'm fucking out this bitch.
So in that aspect, I'm saying, like, I can't say he's wrong for leaving, right? But at the same time, if you're going to, like, if the black community basically can't get anywhere because we're not, spending our investments in each other. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's time, money, resources, whatever it is. We're not doing it. We're going to the other nationalities and doing that with them. You know what I'm saying? That's a big problem.
While other nationalities keep it within themselves.
The Chinese
And they
keep it
do
to
invest
themselves.
in other endeavors with other people, but majority of the time they keep it all amongst themselves.
Right? You see it. The Chinese do it amongst themselves. You don't go into a Chinese restaurant and see a black person in there saying, "Can I take your order?" Yeah, nigga, let me get that chicken with fried rice. Yeah, I
Nah,
got you.
he's
dog.
in the back washing dishes, dog.
Actually, he's not working there at all. They usually keep their own. I mean, I've never seen any black person working in a Chinese restaurant or a Chinese supermarket. You know what I'm saying?
Never in the supermarket, but I've seen them work at the restaurant. They just had them in the back washing dishes.
Oh shit! I never even knew. I never seen that. But no, nonetheless, the point is they, like you said, they keep it amongst each other. They keep it amongst each other, right? And black people, they say, a lot of black people saying we criticize that we don't support each other. We don't, make things happen in our own community. We always run into the other people. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of the reasons why. You see what happened with Dion. You see what happened with Usain Bolt, right? There's a whole bunch of other examples. Like even with me, I tried to support a black business.
Yo, speaking of that,
right? Hold on, let me finish this.
Go ahead.
I try to support a black business. I go, I live. For y'all don't know, we live here in Orlando, Florida. You know what I'm saying? I go to a black supermarket or a black little mini mart in Eatonville. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like crap inside the store.
it's all run down or something.
It's all run down.
But it's probably like
the service is terrible.
A historical place.
It is a historical place, but there's no excuse for the bad service when you go in there. They don't say hi to you or nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's like 2 cans of each of corned beef on the damn.
Only 2 cans?
You know what I mean? Like 2 cans of tuna fish, 2 cans of corned meat, 2 cans of corn, 2 cans of whatever. Like it's barely any supplies in there. And then it's like, the stuff is old and it's not a professionally ran business. It's just like we don't care. So of course I would rather go to Publix, where I'm gonna get up to date milk, up to date.
They got that boar's meat, boy. That boar's head.
You know what I mean? Like
that good shit. I
like going
to Publix to get my fucking subs.
So it's like it's not that black people don't want to support each
And
other.
they got good fried chicken.
Look what happens when we have a business. Look how we running it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
speaking of that, I didn't mean to keep cutting you off, but I just got to get this off my chest before I forget it. Because I almost forgot it while you was talking.
Yeah.
How you saying about motherfuckers don't support? Look at what we do. I got people that don't seen what we do here and everything, and instead of supporting what we do, now they want to go try to do their own thing. And I'm like, damn, bro, like you don't even want to support, you don't share nothing, but now you want to go try to do your own shit. Okay, that's cool. And I've also had me doing my clothing, which I've slacked on very heavily. I have. But I've also been doing other endeavors, like bettering my career for my future. I've been getting on point with that. There's some things I got to talk to you about after the show that you don't know yet, that I haven't told you, but I've done some big things since you've been gone. But anyhow, what I was saying, like even in that, when I was trying to do that and start doing that, the next thing I know now, other people trying to do the same exact thing. I'm like, damn, bro, like, so you rather try to go against, be a part of the competition instead of helping, supporting. Because, I mean, you've known me for years. If you're with me, I'm going to try to support you. I'm going to try to help you. Even if you're not with me in my type of things, I still try to help a motherfucking out and show them things. But when it's like, damn, if you came and started fuck with me, then now you go try to do some type of thing. I kind of feel like that's kind of,
Like they stole your idea and ran with it.
Yeah.
Like that. But that's amongst all races right there.
I feel that kind of fucked up, but it is what it is, and still I give them kudos. Hope they do their thing and all the shits. But it's like, and if you do, motherfucker, just pay homage. Just remember who put that thought in your nugget. That's all. But continue, my brother.
Who's your daddy, nigga? No.
Facts.
Yeah,
facts.
Man. It's just like
that's all.
I'm just basically like going through the examples here.
All I want them is to remember this right here. Hold on. This.
Chocolate dreams.
And this. Just remember those two things.
Especially that second part.
Go ahead, dog.
Yeah, basically, I'm just, it's like I'm talking to circles here, but, black people, it's like, this is the question here. I mean, can black people even really trust each other? I just talked about how, the black businesses it's like, you go into a black business not ran professionally. You go into a Haitian restaurant, they don't smile at you, they just look at you like, what do you want?
What do you want, sir? Do you want your oxtail and carry goat?
We talking about Haitian. You imitating a Jamaican accent.
I don't know.
Because I'm going to get on all the freaking blacks and no matter what.
Nationality or creed.
Yeah, what you want to call yourself. You know what I'm saying? Same thing in a black Cuban restaurant. You know what I'm saying? You walk up in there and they just like, they just on the phone, right? But I don't understand Spanish. That's what it sounds like to me.
I know what they talk about.
But you know what they talk about.
Yeah.
And I'm at the counter waiting to get served.
You got served.
Right? And they're like, just carrying their conversation, whatever. They walk away. I'm still standing there like with my coat.
Or that's the worst, man.
Or whatever it is in my hand. They act like I'm out there. Like this
always some type of hood shit motherfuckers do that. And I'm like, yo, hey.
What the
what am I doing here? Why am I even coming here to support? I feel you. I've had that shit happen to me before.
It's like, it doesn't matter.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
What the business is, bro. I've gone to to get my taxes done at a Haitian dude. I like this Haitian guy. I don't want to say his name, but I like him. But damn, his service sucks, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, his service sucks. He's good at doing the taxes, but his service sucks. You got to keep blowing up his phone for him to answer you back. You show up at the office, he'd be like, yo, I'm going on lunch right now. Like, it's just always some excuse why,
fuck you not. I just rode over here, called you like 5 times.
He'll get to me when he felt like, I stopped going to him. This was like years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he was good at what he does, but he was not professional at all the way he did it, man. He was not professional at all. I've done all type of black business. Anytime I see black people doing something, I just do. I go and I try to support it. There's black barbershops. Of course, most black people support black barbershops. We don't want nobody else cutting our hair.
That's a given.
And I love black barbershops. We have the best conversations, don't we? So I ain't got really no beef with black barbershops, but they do lack professionalism in that as well. Let's just call it what it is. But I was even in a barbershop one time, and there's a black dude drove up. He was like, he's selling ribs. You know what I'm saying? He had a little truck parked outside so you can go buy some ribs, right? I'm like, all right, cool. I went to his little truck to go buy some ribs, And I guess he had some other black people helping him, and they were just sitting down, and he's giving them orders. Yo, help the man do this, do that. They're like, yeah. But they too busy talking with each other. It's like if this was a white ran rib shop or whatever, like, hey sir, how you doing? Like they'd be quick to like try to serve me and make sure that I felt welcome enough to want to come back.
Yeah.
But they was like slacking to get up. I think they were playing dominoes or some shit. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Is this a business or is this a picnic? Like, what the fuck is happening
In the
here?
hood.
You know, I know black people ain't disagreeing with me right now. I know y'all not disagreeing. It's just some straight up unprofessionalism. Can we trust? That's the question today. Can black people even trust each other? Can we do business together without somebody trying to get over on the next one?
Sorry.
Can we do business together without lack of professionalism? Can we do business together and I can trust that you're gonna like not steal and take the money and do what you want to do?
That's the big question today, people.
Like what happened to your boy Usain Bolt?
I mean, for like, the 12 million.
$12 million down to $12,000 because he trusted because mostly if you're making money, a lot of money, you're gonna invest in one of them rich white investment companies. I'm not saying that they don't sometimes fuck up and lose your money, but for the most part, they take
a pretty good chance of holding the shit down there.
They take responsibility if something does get fucked up, and they try to give you a payback, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with us, black people? I should stop keeping cussing because YouTube gonna damn try to say some crap about us.
Man, it don't matter, dog. You good.
Anyway, like it's like can we trust each other to do business? That's why when I hear people make comments about how like some black person done made it and then forgot about the hood. Like, of course he forgot about the hood. What if he would have came and spent the money back with the hood? What appreciation would have been given back to him? What if he came and opened up?
Only enough.
What if he came and opened up?
The money is gone.
He opens up a business amongst his people of something that black people really need. At some point, somebody gonna come in there and rob it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a hater.
Look at what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Was he not doing great things in the black community? Yet some stupid nigga still came around and killed him for it?
He was gangbanging though.
I mean, this is ridiculous, man. Can black people really even trust each other? It's like, keep it black, brother, keep it black. But can we trust each other? White collar crimes, blue collar crimes, it don't matter. Black people we doing all type of financial crimes to each other. You know what I'm saying? We doing all type of scams to each other. And then it's like, you even hear some lady say some stupid shit like, I want a man that's a scammer or a drug dealer.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
Pay attention to the scammer part.
She said, I want a scammer or what was it?
The drug dealer.
She was tweaking. I'm like, yo, you was tweaking, man. Like, why in the fuck would you want that?
We talk about that same video we saw, that beautiful chick. She was a good-looking girl.
She was a young, good-looking chick. And the words that came out of her mouth was that shit. And it's like,
she didn't want to talk to the dude
that ain't making none of that or that ain't doing any of those two things.
She didn't want to do it with a 9 to 5. He got to be a scammer.
Or you ain't a drug dealer.
Backwards.
She was all about the money. And that should let men know, too, right there. Like, yo, you see what we created here?
You see what you done taught the women?
You see what you created here? Like, come on. And then you want a good chick. But then, like, as you know, most of the time we be talking our shit, and some people think we do be bashing on them. And it's not, nah, we not. We just speak it's the truth. But at the end of the day, now, we getting on you, my nigga. Look what you created, because we the ones that created this.
Yeah, man. Create a freaking monster, disaster, a hurricane, a big mess, everything, bro.
So, like, come on now.
We supporting this, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We support this shit. We created it.
If a nigga don't rap about,
because who the fuck came up with OnlyFans?
Nobody gonna watch that rapper.
Who the fuck came up with OnlyFans?
Ain't nobody black that came up with it.
True that.
No.
I promise you that.
But I bet you it was some dude that created that shit and did the programming and all that.
Yeah, but it wasn't created for porn stars to do their thing. It was created so if anybody had some content they wanted to do, you know what I mean? But somehow, I don't know what made the horrors say, I like OnlyFans. I'm gonna
show my poom poom here and make dough.
Maybe they was the only one that allowed
Yes.
for that type of content to be created. I don't know. I'm really not sure.
Because YouTube wasn't allowing that.
Yeah, they not sure it wasn't. I remember we did an episode on OnlyFans. We talked about the money they're making and all that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But the point,
But it's only only a selected few now. Don't think all your women are gonna make that paper. You're not. Only, like the top 5% of that shit is making the paper. The rest of y'all are out there getting like $20, $30. Fucking showing your flesh. And thinking you're about to come up, and it's been like 3 months and all you made was $24. Kind of like Shorty that made 7 points and 4 rebounds.
I never heard of a chick not being successful on OnlyFans, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because, like, I heard, like, this grandma is making millions of dollars.
Yeah, the one that was out there fucking. We did a show on that, I think it was like a year or two ago, a Halloween special.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I'm talking about pathetic women, pathetic, ugly-ass mother effers that.
Yeah, they got the OnlyFans. They ain't making no paper.
You wouldn't hit with a baseball bat.
They ain't making no paper.
You know? But they make them because there's some making millions. So, anyway, I don't want to fall off topic here.
We're going to look into that.
I don't want to fall off topic because we basically just talking about here. Can black people even trust each other, man? We need comments. What y'all think about that, man? Can black people even trust each other, man? Babysitting. Can you even trust a black babysitter? You're going to touch your kids? Like, why would we do that to each other's kids? Y'all know about this recent story with Tyree Nichols, right?
You know, a lot of black children get molested, and that's weird.
Yeah. But y'all know the story, because I was on a thought. You kind of just...
Oh, I'm sorry, because you threw that there. And
Yeah, we kind of, I guess. My bad. Anyway, yeah, let's stick to the black... You said the black children get molested, yeah. A lot of black kids do get molested.
By our own people.
For our own people. Our own people doing it. I don't understand that.
That's what I'm saying, because like, I was just thinking about it, and it's like, damn, a lot of my homies always say that.
Yeah. It's big amongst the black community.
I was like, fuck. And we never talk about that.
Not that it's not big in other communities,
Yeah, but
let's talk about the black
I always
problems.
hear more from like you said, the black community more than anybody else.
And you would think because of the hard life that a black child has to go through already, that'll be the last thing we want to do to each other's kids.
Facts.
But we doing it to each other's kids.
Like it's,
That don't make sense. That is crazy, man. I can't tell you how many sisters I spoke to that got molested and they messed up in the head. You know, you would think with all the stories of how we got raped during slavery and stuff like that, you would think like that's
why
the
would
last
you do that
thing
now?
we gotta do to each other. Now sisters can't even trust themselves around brothers because they a nigga might then do something trifling.
Why would you even think of that? But remember, we got to be mindful. We can't say that word. We got to say grape.
Oh, damn it. Oops.
Yeah, I know. That's why I caught you there.
There's a band right. Hey, when we edit this video, take it out, damn it.
Yeah, I put the bleep on it.
Anyway, then I want to talk about this Tyree Nichols thing, man, because you know the story, 5 black men beat the hell out of this black kid. There's actually 2 other white officers involved. Nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
But you see?
I didn't know because the big picture
Yeah,
is...
there's a white cop that tased a dude, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Then he sicked his goons on him. Get him.
Yep.
Get him. I didn't know. But this is the crazy shit on this before you continue on that because it's still on the same shit you're saying. You know when...
Well, don't change the story about Tyree Nichols.
No, I'm not. I'm saying on the same subject. How, what's his name? Greg Greg Floyd.
Floyd May. The brother that died in Minnesota.
They put the knee on him. They did their little thing, right?
George Floyd. Is it George Floyd, right?
Something like that.
George Floyd. I can't believe we're messing his name up.
I know. May so rest in peace and everything. But the homie, when that happened to him, they did their little scuffle and all that, but they really didn't do too much. You know what I'm saying? Until later on, now that they charge those people and everything. Look when it was the black on black. Now since now the cops are like, oh yeah, let's do something, get these motherfuckers up out of here.
Yeah.
But if it was the other way around, not trying to make it controversial with you people, but we can statistically talk about it.
Well, here's the
If
thing.
you were from a lighter shade,
This is why I wanted to
you
finish.
got a better chance of beating that
This is
shit.
why I wanted to finish the story on that, because what's crazy about that story, you probably don't know. That black kid, that Tyree Nichols kid, was actually having sex with one of the cops' ex-girlfriends and sent a pic of himself having sexual relations with her. So as a retaliation, he got his
Got his ass whooped by the law.
his cop buddies. No, as retaliation, meaning the cop whose ex-wife. Are you getting the story right? You understand what I'm saying? The kid Tyree Nichols was sleeping with one of the cops.
I heard about that, but I didn't hear the last part.
So as retaliation, what that cop did was get his other cop homies
To beat that ass.
to beat that ass. I don't know if they meant to kill him, but they meant to definitely beat that ass. And they just did too much damage. Homie died. All this over some coochie. And if that story is true that he actually sent a pic,
Power of the poem.
if he actually sent a pic, I mean, that's trifling. I'm not saying the man deserved to die, but that's trifling.
But what? It was a pic of him.
I just know
flashing?
what I read was it's on social media. People talking about it. I saw it on
Because I heard
Instagram.
about it.
I saw it on Instagram. Is that he sent a pic of him having some sexual relation with the chick. So as retaliation, the cop got him and his homeboys,
Yeah.
to
Gave him the
beat up.
beats. I heard that it was an ex-girlfriend thing, but I heard about the beatdown thing, but I didn't know that he sent the picture. But I didn't know that they did give him the beats.
That's what it's about. So it's not like, because some people are twisted, it has it twisted that it's like black cops just like are like the regular racist white cops, and they just beating up on, they too have something imprinted in their mind that they're just gonna go beat up black people. That's not what that was. That was really about beef over a chick, which is foolish.
But it still made all of y'all look bad.
It made us all look bad. That's what I'm saying. It's like, can black
And then the crazy shit, because I argue with you, well, not with you, I argue with you about this all the time, because even though you hear Rex over here, right now, and I'm not saying negative, because I always like to say it's another fact, that some real shit. He always tries to avoid like the most of the negative shit that we do, and he tries to stay on the positive shit. I tend to be like honest with it. I'm like, look, man, nah, because we can't do this because we're a bunch of crabs in a bucket and blah 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 blah. But it's the more and more like we try to defend ourselves. You don't even have to go on and see it on TV, and you know this, bro. We go around and we go chill over here, go chill over there. You just see it, and it's like it's fucked up.
we grew up seeing it.
It's fucked up.
I mean, black people who are listening to this right now can relate. They know what we do to each other. But it's time to get into the nitty gritty about it. Can we really even trust each other? This is crazy. How is the black community supposed to grow? Do y'all know that I don't think black people pay attention to this. We don't own, control any damn thing. We don't own or control any damn thing. That's why we get treated like crap no matter where the hell we go. It's like, what contribution are you bringing here, nigga? You know what? You know what you're good for? You're good to be a laborer. Work for me, that's all.
Message.
You think, once again, I talked about this before. Okay, it's been a long time since I talked about this. You think they're gonna do whatever they do to black people to Chinese people? You crazy?
What do you mean?
Do you think?
I know we did have
Do you
an
think
argument about this before. I just
Do you
can't
think
remember.
what white people would do to black people, they would do to Chinese people?
No.
And the reason why?
The reason why? I don't think they're as intimidated. Not trying to make this a racial thing,
Well,
but I don't think they're as intimidated to the Asian man.
That may be true, but here's what you got to think about. The Chinese control a whole bunch of resources.
Now, if we're going to talk about up-to-date shit, they own half the fucking U.S. right now.
They own so much resources that, you know, they can ruin America,
Yeah.
right? But they're good business partners, so that's why that shit ain't going down. But nevertheless, you better not do none of them because they have resources that is needed in this country. Okay? The same thing. You mess with an Arab, okay? They have resources, oil and stuff like that they can mess up things going on in this country. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
You know, black people don't own or control anything, so it's easier to say, well, F them. That's the point I'm trying to bring to y'all blacks. Put it in your mind. You don't own or control them, so it's much easier for them to be like, well, F them. That's why it's like they can blatantly do stuff in front of us, and no other nation is going to stick up and say, oh, that's not fair what you're doing to them. I mean, you got some white people, Chinese people, Spanish, whatever, that stick up and say, oh, that's not right, but none of them like in the seat of power doing that for us, and they ain't going to. Because what contribution do you niggas do to this world? That's how they see it. How the hell is it that Africa is supposed to be like the land where you can find all the metals, the best metals to make jewelry and stuff like that?
You heard about the new metal supposedly they found?
Hold on. How is it that country is supposed to be the prime place to have all these wonderful metals and things like that, these resources that are used amongst the world, and yet they don't even own? It's like how did another nationality get and own that in your land?
I conquer and destroy.
Like the Chinese own, I can't think of exactly what it is. A major type of resource in Africa. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah. I gotta Google it again, man. It's been since so long since I've heard this information.
We talked about this before too. You told me about this shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
How are they owning like this shit in a land of Africa? This is black people's land. It's like, this is why we can't get the respect, because we don't own and control anything. So we are easily going to be able to be killed. You know what I'm saying? We are easily going to be able to be ignored. Like our problems are going to stay this way. And then to top that off, what are black people doing to each other? Screwing each other over, killing each other. I mean, it's just plain stupid. It's plain stupid. This is why the subject today is a very serious one. Can black people even trust each other? What the F are we doing to each other, people? I mean, come on.
Tell them.
Yo, I'm telling them. But are they listening? Are they listening? Can we just like make a vow? I mean, we don't have to get together in necessarily one place to make this vow, but like those of you that watch, can we just make a vow?
Just
to
respect
never
each other.
do any type of harm to one another? You saying just respect each other, I mean, that's a great thing, but no, not just that. You got to do a whole lot more.
Oh, what is it? Honor thy brother? Is that the word?
Well, the scriptures say, honor thy brother, honor thy mother and thy father.
I know that, but it's saying like something about the neighbor too, or something like that. You're supposed to be real.
Man, I can't think of what the scriptures say about, but you're supposed to do well to your neighbors. But your neighbors is your fellow black people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to get to.
Can we just make a vow? Can those you black people that are watching right now today, can you just make a vow that you are not gonna ever do a black person wrong, man? I know you say we can't change everybody, but those of you that are listening that can understand and comprehend, can you make a vow to just support your people, but, you know, if you're going to do business with your people, I'm going to recommend you spend time with this individual and make sure they are professional. They can't have any red flags about them. You know what I'm saying? The point being is, can we make a vow that us as black people that we are no longer going to do anything wrong to each other? No stealing, robbing, murdering, scamming. Can we just make a vow and not do that? I'm making a vow. I ain't never going to do something wrong to black people, man. No black person will I do wrong to. No black person. That doesn't mean you can come and spit in my face and I won't punch you back.
But you won't intentionally.
But it does mean I will never initiate, start anything. We can argue because that's what happens amongst brothers, amongst family. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna cause no harm. You can piss me off. I'm not gonna give your business a bad name, a bad rep. I do want to bring this up. The problem what black people have a lot with Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? And
you mess with Stephen?
Well, let me just say it. What I got to say about Stephen A. The problem with Stephen A. is the passion he uses in talking about the failures what black people are doing, like how he talks about Kyrie Irving and stuff. Like,
Skip.
Kyrie Irving is not the right in everything he does, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying to ignore the wrong that black people are doing, whatever. But it's like you are on a platform with all these white people watching. And, you know, it's like when white people report about each other doing something wrong, they just report it. There's no emotion that goes into it like that. You know what I'm saying? But Stephen A., you go in. It's like you want this black man's career to go. Like, why would you go on and talk about, like, he was trying to get he did. He never really got anybody fired, but he was talking about, like, the Browns coach that they used to have, the black coach. I forgot what his name was. How he needed to be called for his job and need to be fired. He be calling for all type of black people in their profession to be fired. And that's what pisses black people off, to make them call you like a sellout. Like, okay, maybe this person deserves to be fired, but don't freaking say that on TV. You ruined this man's career. You already know how hard it is for us already.
Skip.
And then you're gonna contribute to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem black people have with it. But I don't think Stephen A. is a traitor. You know, I don't think he's a traitor. I just think that
he's maybe an Uncle Ruckus.
He might like be so frustrated with people too much.
I think he may be an Uncle Ruckus or
I don't think he's an Uncle Ruckus, man. He's frustrated with his people.
A Charleston White.
He's frustrated with his people like a lot of black people.
A sports Charleston White.
He's frustrated with black people like most black people are, but he's doing it. He's showing his frustration in different ways, man. But I had to bring that up because there's a lot of black people that are kind of like that, very critical about our people. But the point is to say it so publicly where the people that are already oppressing us can hear you talking about it. It's like you oppressing us too with them. You know what I'm saying? The passion shouldn't be behind talking about the criticism of our people as hard as you go. Now, stop making excuses for it. Just stop doing it.
Question for you.
Go ahead.
Since we're doing this right now. How far is too far then with that? Because, like, I mean, some of us know, like, what it is. Like, me and you know, like, we've had conversations behind closed doors. And now that you're, like, kind of exposing some of the stuff now, it's like, you know, you're feeling a little bit how I feel about the shit. When is enough is enough. So now, you know, you're saying don't say nothing like that and add fuel to the fire, which I get it. Don't. But
I'm saying, like,
if you feel this way, like, shouldn't you kind of say something maybe that might help us to understand, like, damn, he's saying it like that?
But it's like
maybe
this.
we should get ourselves fucking right.
It's like this.
There goes another one talking about us like this. There goes another one talking about it.
Minister Farrakhan talks about black people and the things that they do. But is he known to black people as an enemy to black people? No.
No.
Because the discretion in the things are how he says things. That's what I'm talking about. You feel it. You know. You're just going overboard.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel it, you know. I mean, there are plenty of black people that minuscule. I mean, I don't want to say that word. That there's plenty of black people that can make it seem like they're minuscule in their own people. You know what I'm saying? They just saying things with a little bit too much passion, and then you're doing it on the white man's platform. It's like you're solidifying what they were already saying and thinking of us already. And look, we don't have to say it no more. Let's just go hire us a pet nigger to do it for us. That's what a lot of black people end up doing. That's in the media.
Now,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
It's like you can criticize
I feel
your
like
people.
I feel like you shouldn't do that, like you're saying. But it's like, man, like
you can
we
criticize.
got to do
but
something. We got to do something, and maybe by doing that, we'll maybe open our eyes, bro. Because I mean, I feel like what you're saying right here. I feel the same thing too, bro. Like I don't feel like you should be on air and straight doing what we're, blah 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 blah. But like some way or another, we have to wake. We have or not.
It can't seem like you're doing it out of hate for your person. Like
we have to wake up, bro.
Like right now, the media when they're talking about them, like there's some black people that talk about them. You know, Charles Barkley, Stephen A.
They're getting on Shaq now.
I haven't heard too much from Shaq talking about Kyrie. I can't remember anything, but nevertheless,
Skip.
Even Kendrick Perkins said something I heard today. I was like, what? Like, y'all saying this stuff with passion on the white man's platform. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, yeah, he might, the things you saying may or may not be true about him. But you come off as like, I hate this nigga.
Hateful, vengeful.
You know, I hate this black guy. Like, and you're solidifying what they say of how we treat each other. But you think you're not doing it because you're professional and you're using this high vocabulary. You know, you're expressing your words amongst the so-called greats that are around you that has done something else in their life. So you feel like you can say what you want to say, which is somewhat kind of true.
Ever get the power to do all that, and you get a talk show and all this stuff, and people actually follow motherfuckers for that, and like, yo, you never fucking went on the field, never done none of this shit.
No, because like I said, Charles Barkley, he did what he did.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like Barkley done did it,
but that's why I'm saying.
Shay, but the other motherfuckers like Skip and
well, that's
boy,
going into something else. I'm just saying in a general perspective here.
And I was gonna throw the brother in, Steven.
It doesn't matter. You know, black people are still kind of like, you know, even if you feel like you've did some sort of contribution because you done became a great man, it still doesn't. You still kind of look like a traitor when you talk about your people in that way. If it's one person, it's your people. Okay, let me just put it like that. Yeah, Kyrie Irving may be a headache in the way he dealt with himself. I don't agree with everything Kyrie Irving has done. I do agree with that. I'm glad you stuck to the not doing the vaccine, brother. I'll tell you that much. I got a video on that. I got a video on that. We're gonna have to talk about that another time. Where doctors are talking about don't take the damn 17,000 doctors and scientists got together and made a treaty and said, you know what, we're going to tell the public, don't take this vaccine. It's done way worse than good. And it does not prevent you from getting COVID. Nonetheless, I don't want to stick off topic here, but I was getting into really the way black people talk about each other, whether you're a professional, like the world gave you this great title, like Stephen A. And I don't like talking bad about Stephen A. because, you know, you was asking me a question if I mess with Stephen A. whatever. I watch him. I think I love how he analyzes sports. You know, I watch him, but I also get mad, like of the same things that black people are mad at him about. You know what I'm saying? Like
he be selling out.
I feel like he's not even humble enough to really understand. You know, that's the problem with him. You know, like you see how I'm talking about Stephen A. right now? Like, I'm being critical about him, but I'm not showing like I hate this man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, I'm not even encouraging nobody else to hate this guy. But all the black people getting on YouTube saying things about him, you encouraging him to do the hate, for them to hate like how you hate him. And I'm not disagreeing with the points that y'all making because he's doing this, because he's a sellout, because I get it. But you're making the problem worse by how you say these things. You know what I'm saying? Like there's vibrations and words and how you make people feel about someone. And Stephen A, somehow this video makes you that you make people feel like you hate your people. The Kyrie Irving is just one example. I mean, you've done it to so many black athletes. It's like, what? Black coaches, what? What are you doing?
Skip.
Now, Skip is playing his role. He's a white man. What, you surprised how he treats Shannon Sharp? The surprise is Shannon Sharp putting up with that. That's a surprise because you came on there all pro-black and all that. And
I thought Shay was gonna get up on his gorilla shit and slam that table. And
he told you to put your glasses back on.
Put your glasses back on.
And you just like the blatant disrespect.
That nigga hit a higher voice. It's
Skip, no regard to the accomplishments this man done made. Try to say he's jealous of Tom Brady, whatever. You know.
He said he was better than him.
The reason why people mad at Shannon Sharp is because you came on and you like all kind of pro-blackish, but are you really? And then you let this white dude, this tiny ass minuscule little white man, disrespect you like the way, and then you didn't do anything back. Like I'm not expecting you to knock the dude out,
He
but
said
look
he's
what
better than you. And put your glasses back on.
Look what you did the other day at the Lakers game. Right when the Lakers
About
was
to beat
playing
up the other motherfucker.
when the Lakers playing Memphis, you were about to damn
Beat the Pops
scrap
up, wasn't
it? Well, the Pop somehow got involved, but I don't think he was really.
Was it with the players in?
It was actually with a player because you told the player that he was too small to guard LeBron. I forgot what the player's name was, and that's fine. We should be able to talk smack to each other. Like that's what black people do. But to make a scene like you want to fight and scrap and everything, y'all don't want none of this. Y'all don't want none of this. Whatever comment is that you were saying.
Yeah.
But Skip can say what he wants to you, and you don't do that. Like black people got a point. So black people are frustrated with him, but I don't think he's a sellout. I'm not gonna say none of that. I ain't saying he's fake either.
Who, Shay?
Yeah, because some people are saying, oh, he fake because of that. He's not fake. He's basically under the belief system that a lot of black people are in once they get fame. Like, I better not mess this up.
I can't fuck the money up.
I better not mess this up by doing this and such and this to the white guy. Like,
Skip.
if you were making the money, you was in that situation, you would probably do the same thing. A lot of you black people that are criticizing him. So, but I don't excuse Shannon Sharp's behavior because, brother, you can't allow, Skip never apologized about it. Like, you can't allow that disrespect. I'm disappointed in you. Like, honestly, I haven't watched the show since, what is it called?
I don't even
Undisputed.
know. Yeah.
I haven't watched it since. And just like, I watch a clip here and there if I see it pop up on YouTube. But I'm mad too. Shannon Sharp, like, how do you tolerate that, man?
Yeah.
You just dying. You love that part, man.
What?
You love that part. Anyway, man, I mean, the point. Y'all get the point I'm making, man. It's like black people, man. The way we act towards each other,
Shay.
and then the way you act towards the other party. You know, you showing them more respect, more trust than with your own, and that's the black problem. That is the black problem. Can't trust each other, can't show each other no love, compassion, enough of it. You know what I mean? Because there are I know some good black people I network with. There are some black people giving good messages. You know, there are some black people doing some good things.
Yeah, I know a lot of good motherfuckers that are doing a lot of good things. My homeboy Will, as a matter of fact, shout out to Rex right here, my dog. Shout out to 1130 Podcast. Shout out to my homie Will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know a slap gang of motherfuckers that are doing their thing. My boy Rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole. I can go on for days, but I'm not gonna. Mad Scientist Kennels. Come on. So, and I support every single one of them. I support them all.
Yeah, we should. Even when black people mess up, I don't hold it on them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another thing that black people need to stop doing.
Yeah, can I say I'm gonna hold you accountable?
You hold them accountable, but I'm not saying don't do that. But I'm saying
responsible.
it's been 5 years, nigga. Why you still talking about that? You know what I'm saying? Like black people just the one time that black person messed up, that's it.
No, yeah, I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna hold one incident on you for fucking forever.
It's like that
I'm
define the person.
I'm gonna hold multiple things on you like that. That's what I'm saying.
You know, the Ray Rice thing, like his chick stayed with him after he yoked her.
No, he didn't yoke her. He gave her a sock and bop him.
I'm trying to like, you know.
There's no need to. We got video. He sock and bopped them robots.
It was one hit, he yoked her. One hit. A hitter quitter. Right?
Yeah, the one hitter quitter.
She
He gave it a show you can.
She stayed with him, but black people will forever.
He rocked her so good that in
Hold
her
him down.
mind she said, I have to stay with him.
Listen, man, she had
Fried
every,
her nugget, concussed and
she
shit
had
came
every
back.
black girl power movement coming at her to
No, but yeah, she
get out of
stayed.
that situation. She chose to stay, but yeah, black people still look down. Ray Rice is known as one way, and that's it. And his career was ruined after that. That was it.
Facts.
I'm not saying that I'm excusing his behavior because what he did was wrong, but I'm not going to label the man as a terrible individual because of that one thing. Damn, he knocked the hell out of her ass though. That was
He
bad.
dropped her.
That was bad.
But, I guess, damn, I was about to say some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Because I think she took a double L because she got dropped and thought that he was still going to stay in the league and still make that paper. And she took the L too because he didn't get to stay in the league.
Hey, but she stuck by him.
She kept the 3 L's. Took the 2 L's, but still showed love. She
Yes, sir.
loved her man. And I was just trying to be funny. I think that was a corny joke, but it don't matter. But she did love that man because she married him and she still stayed with him. I don't know if they're still together, but at least during the time when all that shit went down, she stayed solid with that nigga.
I think the news would have came out that she would have left him, but
She stayed solid with him though.
She stayed
and that's
with him.
some real shit.
she forgave him. It is what it is. But I'm just talking about how black people react to him. It's like,
That's all we know him as.
There was
Just like
black
motherfuckers
people-
know Michael Vick as. What they know Mike Vick
black
as?
people still want him to lose his career.
The
is my
dog
point.
killer.
There's black people mad at Michael Vick still over the dog thing. Like that happened a long time ago. That he don't deserve to ever have a career again. He can't be happy. He just what you want to happen to him. Like, come on. I'm talking about how the black people are feeling towards it. We already know what everybody else is doing. But black people still got all type of negativity to say about him. Like, what's wrong with you? Whatever. What he did was wrong. I get it. But I think I done ranted a lot. I think a lot of you black people probably getting the point. This for sure was for you. I hope that this message changes some people's mindset. We ain't supposed to, have this attitude towards one another the way we do. And unfortunately, we're using the white man's platform to get this message out.
Again.
So they're gonna see it, and they're gonna probably agree.
Because we don't
with a lot
have
of things I'm
anything. We don't
saying.
have our own shit. If we had our own platform,
I mean,
but it probably wouldn't last because we
working on
wouldn't
it.
know how to fucking do it.
working on it. But yeah, I just want to encourage black people,
But stay strong and continue doing what you do, dog.
to make the vow this day to not do any harm or anything wrong to black people. Even if they're going to even if they're doing wrong to you, just like, be moderate to what your, retaliation, your tolerance, your retaliation would be if you feel like you got to get them back. It's just like, stop killing each other. You know what I mean? Stop, you see,
Stop hurting each other, man.
a
Period.
black dude with his Hellcat, his freaking his Range Rover, whatever. You jealous, his chain. You want to take it from him. Like, come on, just
Take your ass to work and go get it.
if you're a black criminal, just stop doing crimes to black people. Go. I don't want to say go do it to everybody else, but damn, why stop doing it to your people? The hell, just stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Anyway, that's all I got to get out, man. How you feel right now, brother?
Man, I think this was a pretty good little topic.
Yeah.
I'm on the same page as him, dog. Like, just stop hurting each other, man. Stop selling out. Stop doing all this dumb shit we're doing to each other. Let's rewind, man. Let's bring it back. First of all, let's start with these kids, man.
Yeah.
Help these fucking kids. Help these single fucking mothers. Even though I know they're fucked up, they're hard to fucking deal with, but help them. Some way or another, my brothers. Help them. And let them know, though, fuck, you are a strong king. But you have to show them. Not by talk, by action. So then they can fucking follow. But you must be a leader and show them. Not a boss, motherfucker.
Must lead by example.
A leader. And always, people, like I say, man, for 2023 and forever now, it's accountability and responsibility.
Word.
Those are the new words and those are the new slogans. Straight up. It's accountability and responsibility.
Yes, sir.
You talk about you're going to do this shit, okay, I'm going to hold you accountable. All right, now you're responsible. Everything, that's what we're doing now. So that's what it is for the new thing, people. And please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And check us out on all the major platforms, which you see down here, which will be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We got Pandora. We got SoundCloud. Don't forget to also check us out here on Facebook Live. We also have YouTube. Don't forget to check us out on the TikTok. And don't forget to check us out on the Gram. And don't forget to check out the Frenchie brothers. You guys haven't seen them lately because I don't feel like dealing with them screaming and running around. And that's my bad because now as soon as they hear any type of thing of the podcast, they start screaming. So, anyways, people, maybe next show we'll put them back on and let you guys see them because they are doing good and they are healthy. They're doing good. But is there anything else you want to say, Rex, before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, let's come together and please make the vow not to do wrong to your own people from this day forward.
Facts, my people, man.
Straight up.
Let's keep it together, people, because we got to stay united. All right? So with that being said, it is your boy, the infamous Dr. Shockaloo, about to sign out with my boy Big G, a.k.a. Supreme Rex, with the last final roar. I'm letting you guys know, be safe, my peoples. Last but not least, wash that disgusting, filthy ass.
Peace.
You can ride something crazy like that, man. If you want it so bad, then steal one yourself.